Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 10 of Season 3 in the Achievement League. Last time out I asked you whether you thought I should split the month of April because it's A, busy enough as it is, and B, we might well, hopefully will, be playing further Champions League games later in the month if we're able to get past Real Madrid. And you guys agreed that overwhelmingly agreed that by far it was the most sensible thing to do to split the month and be able to have 2 episodes in the month of April so that we can maximise our potential progression through all of the competitions we're still involved in. We're 3 points off the top of the table in the Bundesliga. We're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League and the semi-finals of the Deutsche Pokal. There is a lot that could be won this season. It may well, if things go according to plan, it may well be our best season so far and most successful season so far in the series if we're able to get the results that we want. I'm going to sim this game against Freiburg. Then we're going to play both legs of Real Madrid's Champions League quarterfinals today. If we get through, then we may well have more games in tomorrow's episode than just the 3 that are currently scheduled. If we don't get through, then I've got a full episode for tomorrow anyway. And I shall play the other game in the league between the 2 Real Madrid legs in today's episode as well. So we'll have 3 played games. That's frustrating, the fact that they've gone 2-1 up there in the 84th minute. Not exactly all I needed, to be completely honest. Henry Edwards is happy that he played, but unfortunately that's a defeat for us there in the Bundesliga. But this is the best chance we've had in all seasons to win the Champions League, really. So I'm going to try my best to do that, and we start with a home game against Real Madrid. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too to ensure you don't miss out on any further content. I just want to double check that Real Madrid are putting out an acceptable side for this particular fixture. And I believe they should be. Mariano up top, Asensio, Junior, Kovacic, Kroos, Casemiro, Pavard at centre-back, Odriozola, Hakimi at left-back with Courtois in goal. They've got Bas Dost up front. James is on the bench as well. Gonzalez on the bench. Is there anyone here that should be perhaps on the bench ahead of anyone else? Rugani would have been in the starting lineup. We would have thought Dani Ceballos at 87 rated should probably be involved. Although, with James and Isco there, I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to be. They really don't have much depth at striker though, do they? Bas Dost and Gonzalez behind Mariano. I'm quite happy with that starting lineup for them. Right. It's Real Madrid first, or second technically, because this is the second game of the episode. Then it will be the next game in the Bundesliga, and then the second leg against Real away. Is it time to get through to the semi-finals? Let's go and find out. Hakimi into Kroos, and to Casemiro to Mariano. I am going to be using some sliders for next season in this save. Oh, wow. Oh, I am going to go 1-0 down. I am going to be using some sliders in this save next season, and I'm going to be making the sliders harder in the RTG series as well. But we haven't started on the front foot here, regardless of still only being on default ultimate. It's a great ball in that isn't really dealt with that well. And it's quite unlucky the way that it pinballs about around and amongst the Real Madrid players. But Mariano makes the most of it. They have a 1-0 lead and an away goal. Correct to Bardi. To Insigne, but picked off. Kroos. Out to Asensio, back to Kroos again, Mariano, Hakimi, trying to take it off Asensio but can't, and still driving forward here Marco, but Wilkie will collect that despite the attempts of Vinicius Junior to get on the end of it. To Courier, across here to Bardi, Son's made a run and I'll look for him and he's in some space. Hakimi's going to try and close me down, as is Rafael Varane. To be fair, Varane is very quick. Very good defender too, but Insigne trying a bit of footwork to get away from the defender. That's not really worked as well as I'd hoped it would do. Bardi has a decent long shot on him, but we will use Sung-Min Son, then get that to Ousmane Dembele, but the shot's pulled wide of the far post. Expects better of Dembele in that situation. Really frustrating to not be back level there. It's Odriozola. Into Vinicius Junior. Pace. He's a bit quick and good ball in, but Jimenez get rid of it. Can we win that, please, Son? He's done brilliantly. And Ousmane Dembele will sprint away. Heung-min Son is calling for it, and I'll look to play him in. He's got Pavard with him. And, for some reason, he's not able to accelerate away from him. Brilliant tackle by Pavard. Mariano to find Kovacic, looking for Vinicius Junior. Guerrero should be underneath this and isn't. It's going to drop to Mariano. And what a goal that would have been with a technique to knock it up to himself. And then with the Di Canio-style volley. On the knee, off the chin. And what a leap. And it zoomed in on the keeper there. Did he make a save? Wow. Bookie, what a stop. It was destined for the top corner. I didn't see that in real time. McKenzie got to there ahead of Mariano. Hell of a leap by Mariano to get up for that effort. That's going to drop here to Pavard. He may have scored a volley like that in the World Cup in the summer last year, but not on this occasion. Counter-attack is on. Son will look here for Lorenzo Insigne. I haven't really offered much offensively so far in this game, but this could be a very good counter-attack if we can find... Oh, it's a nice tackle by Benjamin Pavard. He's been defending really well throughout the game so far, the Frenchman. I thought he was going to be their weak link, but he's been just as good as the 90 rated Varane to this point. Oh, and Royce couldn't lay that to the awaiting Enis Bardi. And unfortunately, as we approach half-time, we're still going to be 1-0 down. And Real on the counter might have the opportunity to make that 2. Here's Mateo Kovacic. No, we've gotten the tackle in, but that should be half-time. Royce to Vardy. It's a lovely ball for Dembele, but he's going to have to stretch those legs to get away. Hakimi wipes him out, and it certainly was a foul. And what's the referee going to do? It's just a yellow card for Hakimi. Just the yellow card. Former Dortmund player, of course, and it was just outside the box as well. But we know that Bardi can bury them. Oh, but wall only on this occasion. We'll take the corner though. We'll look for someone at the near post. Heung-min Son is there with the overhead kick. Kovacic blocks it well. We'll cross in again. A little bit deeper this time. Oh, it's a good leap by Jimenez, but no accuracy with the header itself. Pushing to get ourselves back in it. 1-0 down. Or even if it ends as a 1-0 defeat in this first leg, that's not the end of the world. We would have to then go and score away goals anyway to go through. So 1-0's not a scoreline that would see us certainly out, but I would like to get back level if we can. Semedo into Doucouré. Quickly with Bardi to Royce. Insigne is the obvious option here. We'll look to play him in behind. Odriozola hasn't been able to deal with him much in this game to this point. Until then, of course, where he puts a perfect slide tackle in and somehow wins a throw-in as well. Insigne was furious, but I'm going to take him off now for Marius Wolf. We'll see if a little bit of injection of fresh legs on the left and a little bit more physicality can make the difference. 20 minutes to go. Isco on for Cruz. They too opting for fresh legs. Son has done brilliantly there to chest that to Royce, and my ball forward was picked off again by Casemiro. He's done that so many times in this game, either getting blocks on shots or interceptions on passes or tackles in at a vital moment. He's been unbreakable at that CDM role. Oh, Varane has been just as good. At centre-back too, Son will look for Royce. We'll find him. We'll drill it into the middle, and Wolf off the face of the defender. Penalty given. I want to see a replay of that. I think I just fell over Courtois, who was on the floor. I think that might be a FIFA goal or FIFA penalty call rather than a... Oh, Royce went down for it. It just hit Odriozola and he wiped out the attacker. Heung-min Son. Has he got the best pens? 71. Well, Marco Royce has got 88 penalties, so we'll give it to Marco. Right, the chance to equalise for Borussia Dortmund is not taken. From the spot, Courtois makes up for his mistake and saves. I don't know why I miss so many penalties. I put that right in the corner. Or I felt like I put that right in the corner. And Courtois has just extended himself all the way across and gotten to it brilliantly. Odriozola gets to that ahead of Marius Wolf. Don't tell me I'm going to concede from my own penalty. Keeper thought about coming for that and then in the end didn't, and almost cost me them as well. Royce, get past the challenge. Send Dembele away. Beautiful pass. Hakimi's trying to close me down. Dembele's running out of stamina, but he's turning side well, and he's still going here. And we'll look for Marius Wolf. And Wolf shoots against the back of his own teammate. Doucouré couldn't get out of the way. And it's a free kick for Real Madrid. Oh, but we've won it back again. And I'll look for Son. It's got Varane with me. Just across to Wolf. Clean effort this time. Oh, but wide. Vardy. Picked off by Casemiro again. James out wide there to Asensio. That should be goal kick. Well, it's not either goal kick or a corner. It's full time. A 1-0 defeat in the home leg. Is set. Well, if we could create as much as we did in this leg in the next one, maybe tuck away a penalty if we get it, then we should be able to get ourselves through. Whether we will or not, though, remains to be seen. We are 6 points off the top of the Bundesliga table. It's Werder Bremen for us next, and then Real Madrid at the end of the week. Nice ball over the top. Good header by Semedo. Delaney around the corner to Goetze. Spread nicely to Guerrero. Son's made the run. Oh, and he's going to get very lucky to still get to the ball. We'll get it around the corner there to Lorenzo Insigne. I've got Goetze in the middle waiting. It's going to find Wolf. And he only finds the hands of Pavlenka. That was a great opportunity. Perhaps had the space there to contemplate taking a touch with Wolf, but I thought I'd take it first time and try and catch the keeper out. Evidently, it didn't work because I just kicked it straight at him. Corner for Werder Bremen. Jessen to take it on that far side. And he's whipped really well. And Wolf can only head behind for another set piece. Brilliant delivery from the man over there on the far side of the field. Can he do a second one? Yes, he can. Klaassen actually brings that down there and then shoots and drills it into the legs of Delaney. David Klaassen, superbly well there. Try for another delivery, and it's just as well delivered again. Not sure what his dead ball stats are, Jessen, but he certainly can whip a good ball in from the corner and find someone. Oh, he's found Sergeant Berkey. Oh, it's going to drop to Jessen. No, I was just trying to block the shot. Ah. Similar to the Real Madrid penalty, I guess, where the defenders just tried to. Oh, it was the goalkeeper against Madrid. They just tried to go for the ball. Oh, it didn't give me a replay either. Can I see a replay of that? So the ball is shot, saved, and then I go across to just attempt to block the shot. There's no attempt to take the man there. It's literally just a lunge for the ball from the defender. But he takes him out afterwards, and the referee gives the penalty. Right, Davey, what are you doing here? I think he's going to go left. Unreal. Unreal. He tries to be ever so cheeky, and it fails. David Klaassen could have given them the 1-0 lead from the spot, but he tries to dink it and finds only the bar. That was crazy. Mazraoui on the ball now out wide. I almost got them on the counter-attack, and as it happens, they're now counter-attacking on me from my counter-attack. Mazraoui again. Thomas Delaney puts an end to that.
They've got the ball back by that interception.
Lovely turn by Sargent, and he squeezed that to Waldschmidt, and Waldschmidt draws the save out of Berkey. Guerrero will get rid of. Oh, he won't get rid of it. But Werder Bremen starting the second half as they ended the first by dominating proceedings. I had to rely on my goalkeeper again there, and then Nelson Semedo. The ball squeezed underneath him to try and get the ball away and keep myself in it. And now eventually Werder Bremen score. It's been coming. It's been coming. The side isn't that weak compared to the one that played against Madrid. I tried to change players to the one in the middle here, and it gave me the guy there sliding in rather than the defender that stood goal side of the man. It gave me a Kanji, not Diallo, so I couldn't react with Diallo there at the near post. Had it changed to the right player, I might have been able to clear that. I'm not sure. Regardless, We shall crack on,
Semedo.
try and get ourselves an equaliser, and then go in front, and we won't need to worry about the game's falterings if we're able to do that. Well, Heung-min Son could do it immediately, and has done. Wow. I create one chance in the entirety of the first half, and then it takes 60 seconds from when they score for us to get ourselves level. Why could that not have happened earlier in the game? His 15th goal of the Bundesliga season for Heung-min Son. Prior to kickoff, he was the league's top goal scorer, and that goal may well keep him top of that list for the time being. To Wolf, to Semedo again. We'll go inside there and then look for Wolf down the line. That didn't work. We'll try again with Delaney. It didn't work. We'll try with Semedo. That time it did. And even when you do get it to Wolf, he still loses the ball. But Goetze won it back, and Marius Wolf will try again. By Mario Goetze. From the edge of the box, good save by Pavlenka. Insigne should keep that in, and has done well to do so. Back there to Guerrero. Take a touch. Deliver it into the middle, and underneath it is Gene, the defender, annoyingly. Waldschmidt will look to clear. 25 minutes to go. Decore wins it back. Keep possession there. Wouldn't pass the man that was just stood there, I'm not sure. Goetze plays the 1-2 with Heung-min Son. He's already gotten one in this game. He could maybe set up a teammate for a second. But it's brilliantly intercepted. Good header by Guerrero. Might not yet be over. Is Wolf? Yeah, no, it's over. Carson. Nice tackle by Delaney. Semedo will squeeze that in there to Paco. Cross to Decore. Dembele started to make the run, but wasn't one I could use. Guerrero will look for him now, and we certainly will be able to use him. Turn inside. Beaten 1. Beaten 2. Still going. Marius Wolf. Look there for Paco. Brings it down well, but can't turn away from the defender. Ooh, 8.5 minutes to go. Still looking for 3 points in the Bundesliga to try and get ourselves back towards the top of the table. Paco to Decore. Heung-min Son through the gap there to Nelson. Semedo whips it in and headed away-ish. Son will bring that down. Guerrero will look for the man in the middle. It's Decore. Here's Delaney. There's Dembele. Hasn't got the strength to hold off the defender. Tried to get myself this second goal to go in front, and it won't seem to come for me. Paco will find Son, who spins brilliantly. Son into the middle. Dembele's there. That is 2-1 Dortmund. That is 3 points. At last we get ourselves in front. Thank you, Usman. 2 minutes to go. 2-1. There's the final whistle. We get the victory right at the death through Usman Dembele, and it will give us all 3 points to take back to the league table. They dominated me, but it's me that come away with the victory. And to be fair, it's kind of similar to what happened with Real Madrid. I had a lot of the ball and a lot of the chances, but wasn't able to get the victory, and Real did. I'd now like to return the favour, if possible. Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final, coming up now. Real Madrid starting what I believe is the same 11 as they did in the first game, and Tejero at left back. That's different, isn't it? I don't recall Tejero playing left back in the first game. Regardless, I don't actually recall who played left back in the first game. It may well have been Tejero. Anyway, we know the task at hand. 1-0 down from leg 1. But we're going to have to score more than one to go through in 90 minutes. A 1-0 win on 1-0 win on the night, would take us to extra time. That's the only scenario in which we would find extra time being a possibility. Usman Dembele up against Tejero, and he's left him for dead. Cross in. Paco at the back post. Won't reach him. I've made one slight alteration. Taken Insigne out. Put Son on the left, and I'm now playing Paco through the middle, up top at striker, just for this game, because Insigne was slightly tired after the previous fixture. It was Insigne coming off the field that led to us winning the game against Werder Bremen. Is Insigne not being on the field on this occasion going to lead to us getting the win against Real Madrid? Oh, please don't tell me that will reach him. It doesn't. We shall wait and see. Kroos. Forward to Asensio, Tejero to Asensio, back to the left back, into the middle, and Vinicius. Oh, how has that gone in? How on earth has he done that? Vinicius Junior with the header. How has the keeper been beaten from such a ridiculously tight angle? Header back across goal, and it's gone over the keeper and in off the far post. That's one of the most remarkable headers I've ever seen. He's stooping, and it's just over the top of him. That's outrageous from Vinicius Junior. Doesn't actually change too much, other than we now can't go to extra time. But if we wanted to win in 90 minutes previously, we needed to score 2 anyway to win on aggregate. Now, if we score 2, we'll go through on away goals. So the task remains the same. It just means that we have less time to get ourselves into the next round. No extra time. This will be decided in 90 minutes. Someone with the throw to Royce. Down there to Decore. Back to Marco Royce. Looking for Bardi, but Casemiro does his job again. Kovacic. Oh, looking for Vinicius through the gap, and he's very, very fast. Oh, turn his side brilliantly and thumps it home. Vinicius Junior is putting us to the sword here. Maybe I don't need those more difficult sliders. Real Madrid destroying me back at the Santiago Bernabeu. Calm down, says Vinicius Junior. I certainly am going to have to remain calm if we want to get ourselves back in this tie. But we are 3-0 down on aggregate now. Splitting the month may still work with regards getting us through in the Deutsche Pokal, but it doesn't look like it's going to be effective in keeping us in the Champions League. Real Madrid are quite simply too good. Bardi into Decore. Out wide looking for Son, but it's poor. As it is from the Real Madrid man, giving me possession back again. Bardi breaks that through for Paco. Please get there ahead of Pavard. He did. Ends up on the floor because he's got not enough strength to hold off the Frenchman. And now we're on the back foot again. Casemiro to Mariano. Asensio inside to Casemiro. Mariano back to Asensio again. Into Mariano. Asensio nicely intercepted by Bardi. Come on. Counter-attack. If we can get one back before half-time, we might still stand a chance. Heung-min Son driving forward. Odriozola closing me down. Son turns well. We'll find Decore. Lays this back to Bardi. Out wide there is Ousmane Dembele. Great footwork from the Frenchman, and that's the finish he comes up with at the end of it. Are you sure? Oh my God. Across to Kovacic. Space here for Vinicius. He's had Guerrero on toast all game long. You see how low Guerrero's stamina is, and it's because, actually you probably couldn't see it because I'm probably in the way. Trust me, Guerrero's stamina is dead because he's done nothing but chase Vinicius Junior up and down the wing the entirety of this first half. He's destroyed me, the young Brazilian. One of the most difficult players I've played against in career mode for a very long time. Lovely touch to get that back to Odriozola. The whip in is decent. Burki with the punch clear. Royce will get the ball away, but that's going to be 3/4 of the tie done. And I need 3/4 goals to get myself into the next round. I'm going to take Guerrero out for Gazal, and hopefully he can deal with him better. But so far, this is the Vinicius Junior show. Real Madrid 2, Dortmund 0. 3-0 on aggregate, and we have the biggest of hills to climb. I need 3 second-half goals. Asensio back to Tejero. And then to Cruz. Asensio. This is great football from Real Madrid. And they won't score a fourth because Burki makes the save. But the more time they spend coming forward, the less time I spend trying to score. Best method of attack, or best method, sorry, of defence for Real Madrid right now is to just continue attacking. And they are doing so with devastating effect throughout the entirety of the game. And Odriozola is going to try and work something else here. Kovacic to Vinicius. In there to Mariano. Quickly back to Casemiro. Taking their time now. Slowing the tempo down a little bit to ensure that I don't catch them on a quick breakaway. Cruz, that was deflected and will be a corner for Real Madrid. There's half an hour to go. I need on average a goal every 10 minutes to get myself through to the next round of the Cup. I don't think it's going to happen. Vinicius, Cruz, Vinicius. That's a foul and a free kick for Real Madrid. Asensio to deliver the free kick into the box. It's a good delivery, but Akanji powerfully wins the header. Pavard brings that down and fires it wide. Free kick for Real Madrid. In a very central position. Mariano stood over it. Asensio might take this himself, and he does. Oh, really good save by our Swiss goalkeeper. He'll still try for another set piece, so I don't think they'll take that short. They haven't. They've looped it in, and Casemiro scores another. In the first leg, he was unbelievably good. And in the second leg, he's probably just killed us off now. There's no probably about it. He certainly killed us off now. A 1-0 deficit in the first leg was, we thought, recoverable. Real Madrid have put their foot down at home and stamped their authority not only on this tie, but on the competition. They surely now have to be favourites to go and win the entire Champions League. I can't quite believe we've been dominated quite in the way that we have by Real Madrid in this game. After the first leg was pretty even. James panics there into giving us a corner. But I now need 4 goals in 18 minutes. And if I haven't been able to score 1 in 160, I'm probably not going to score 4 in 16. Nice tackle by Dembele. Vardy will get to that first. Royce to Dembele, trying to make up for his miss earlier, but Courtois makes a comfortable save. As it happens, the penalty miss in the first leg really isn't going to cost us. Oh, please tell me you're onside there, Paco. He was. We've got one back. Well, I was just about to say, still probably going to be true, that the penalty miss isn't going to be the deciding factor and won't ultimately cost us our place in the Champions League, because we've been battered in the second leg and it doesn't matter whether that goal went in or not from the penalty spot. We've at least pulled something back through Paco there with a really well taken finish. They very nearly went and scored another one anyway, but thankfully Vinicius was offside. 3-1 to Real Madrid on the night, 4-1 on aggregate. Well and truly beaten, I think. Well and truly beaten. Semedo, Vardy, Royce, Paco is there. Could go back to Marco Royce. Son has the option to play in a teammate, and he'll find Paco. It's tame. Really tame. Just haven't been anywhere near to the standard we needed to be completely honest. Paco might get us another one here, but Thibaut Courtois does brilliantly to deny us. Delivery from Vardy and headed away by James. Does look like it's going to be 4-1 as a final score now. Vardy spins away well though, and we'll look for someone in the middle. And again, find only a Real Madrid man, and that will be the end of the game and the end of our Champions League experience this year with Borussia Dortmund. We still have the opportunity to get through to the German Cup final in tomorrow's episode. I had more chances in that game than Real Madrid again. Atleti turned around their first leg deficit. They lost 2-1 to Betis and have then won 3-1 in the return leg. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the same. Liverpool threw 1-0 and 3-1 against Chelsea, and Barcelona win 2-1 back home after drawing 1-1 in England against Manchester City. It's Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid and Atletico, the Spanish sides dominating European football and dominating me. We shall play the remaining 3 games of the month in tomorrow's episode. Wolfsburg, Leipzig and Mainz. And then it will be the end of the season tomorrow and the vote as to where we go next. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the end of this season. And I'll see you next time.